way down to the end and then go through the woods. This doesn't look like the right way to go. We're continuing to work on the interstate ramp, and today we cut some concrete out of the old edge of the ramp, and we're going to extend past that edge and apparently put a whole nother lane in. And so we're tearing up curbing and I think maybe even some sidewalk. I'm not sure about that. And they had a different place to dispose of it. And when the foreman told me the name of the place, it sounded vaguely familiar, but I said, I've never been there before. So he gave very detailed instructions, and I remembered almost all of them. What I remembered as I was pulling in was go to the back and go through the woods and continue on until you see a big pile of concrete. And so here I am. I found the lot, no problem. And I think you'll agree with me. I'm going all the way to the back. Uh, just a little spoiler here. Turns out this is not the right back. But anyway, I went all the way to the back. There's some woods. And so I decided, well, I guess I'm supposed to go through the gate here. I don't see any tire tracks, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe I'm the first one in, or maybe I'm going the wrong way. And so I did check carefully to make sure that I had an exit plan to get out of here before I pulled in. So the gate there was sort of tight, as you could tell. I continue on down here, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, this can't be right. The barbed wire is pointing the wrong way. I am not heading. Oh no. You can see the grass growing over what used to be some type of an access road. And I said, nope, time to activate my backup plan, which literally was to back up. So when I pulled in the gate, I noticed there was enough room to back past the gate. I'm very glad that I was driving my big orange triaxle and not a Quint or some other long truck. It would have been a bit more difficult to get back out through the gate. Of course, it would have been difficult to get through the gate in the first place, so maybe I wouldn't have gone this way. And so I'm backing up here. This truck does not have a backup camera, so you have to keep a mental picture of what's behind the truck, and obviously keep looking at your mirrors, but you can't see everything, so you have to notice as it passes out of the side of your mirrors. And so I set it up, crank the wheel over, and my big orange triaxle does turn nice and tight. I'm checking my pivot around the left axle there. That's why I slowed down there, and cleared it. And then as I pull around here, I'm noticing more of the landmarks that the foreman had given me that had sort of passed out of my memory. The operator who works at the facility here, driving the water truck, came up alongside me and said, do you have concrete? And I said, yes. He said, okay, well, follow me. So I'm going to speed things up just a little bit here. But I continued to follow him. And now I'm seeing, oh, the back this way. Oh, there are the woods. And the other thing I noticed is I am very familiar with this area. Now, familiar as of 50 years ago, but as a kid, I used to live literally on the other side of the tracks, down probably, I don't know, 3 miles in the direction the truck's pointing now. And we used to walk down to these railroad tracks and hang out and do, lots of fun things, play in the woods, put pennies on the track and let the coal train come by and flatten them. It was diesel powered, folks. It was not a coal powered train. But we never walked this far down, so I didn't know this site was here. But we also would cut through on the access road, or not me because I wasn't driving, but my father would cut through over the railroad tracks to avoid some of the traffic. Wasn't exactly allowed, but there was a big thumbs up for the water truck driver who guided me in. And so my truck is not loaded heavily. Um, I could have carried more weight, but some of the chunks of concrete were fairly large, and the operator back at our site did a great job of loading me up so that the concrete wouldn't get hung up. That can happen where a large piece gets turned sideways and hangs up on the tailgate. It was my plan to show you the cool view down the driver's side out the back as I dumped out, but I actually mangled the memory card as I pulled it out of my new old camera. So that image is gone forever. I always appreciate any comments that you post below. I'd be especially interested in hearing any stories of you getting lost, especially getting lost so close to home. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if today's video was interesting or useful, hit the like button. This is Alan, and be safe out there. Always have an exit plan if you go into a new place. I appreciate you joining the channel today, and I hope to see you again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.